Welcome to Wisdom for the Day. Thank you so much for being here. Today is February 10th, and we are in the 5th chapter of Proverbs, verses 1 and 2, from the New Living Translation. My son, pay attention to my wisdom. Listen carefully to my wise counsel. Then you will show discernment, and your lips will express what you've learned. As we start chapter 5, it is again a poem. And this poem has two subjects. One, a married woman tempts a man who is not her husband. And two, evil things are like this woman, because sometimes these things attract us, but evil things offend God. We must obey God and refuse to do evil things. Solomon discusses both subjects at the same time. This is similar to Proverbs chapter 2, verses 16 through 19. The actions of the woman show us how evil ideas can attract us. So in verses 1 and 2, Solomon begins his lesson in the usual way. He reminds us why we need wisdom and knowledge, because with wisdom and knowledge, we can avoid danger. Before we can be wise, we must learn the principles taught in Proverbs. First, we must take the time and pay attention to the Creator's principles of wisdom. Next, we need to learn discretion. Sometimes blurting out a truth may exacerbate a situation. When we're dealing with sin, we should try to redeem the situation. Shaming a sinner is rarely very redeeming. After all, in most cases, sinners know already what they're already doing wrong. Finally, merely knowing God's commandments isn't enough. We need to put our knowledge into action. So let me ask you this. Do you like to gossip? Maybe you don't think of sharing something that's really scandalous as gossip, but it is. Are the people around you certain of your discretion? They are much more likely to share their needs and hurts if they know that you are discreet. Think about that. Well, that's it. I'll be back tomorrow, but you can visit me at my website, wisdomfortheday.org. And while you're playing on the internet, why don't you check out the website to my other podcast at renewedmindsets.com. As you're looking around, you may see a merch store. Go ahead and click on it. You can see all the Renewed Mindsets merch. But more importantly for you is Wisdom for the Day merch. We've got some special shirts made just for you at renewedmindsets.com. Until next time, I'm Rick. I love you. See ya.
Hi, I'm Angie.
And I'm Stevens. Welcome to the Christ Alone podcast. Whether you're a seasoned Christian, a baby Christian, or just curious about defending Christianity, Christ Alone podcast is your destination. Dive into the world of Bible study and apologetics with Christ Alone podcast, where faith meets reason. Tune in and join the conversation.
You can find us at ChristAlonePodcast.com. All of our handles on social media are Christ Alone Podcast, except for Twitter, which is Christ Alone Pod.